Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. So, welcome back to another video. So, today we are diving into the Redis cache. Most of you already know about what is Redis cache, how it works. So, I just implemented it in one of my project. So, I thought that I should share with you all like how we can configure the Redis cache in our project. Okay, so first thing first, what is Redis cache? Okay, so let me open a Scalability here and parallelly let me write. So what is Redis? So Redis stands for does anybody know what is Redis and what is the full form of Redis? If anybody know, please let me know in the comment. So this is your remote dictionary server. Okay, so Redis is your remote dictionary server, and this is an open source in-memory data store, or it could be used as a database or like a message broker. What it does, it actually stores the data in a RAM, which is much faster to access as compared to your hard drives and SSD. So it basically organizes data in a key value data structure where your keys are used for your uniquely identifying the data, and like for your values it could be your list or set or hashes and many more. Okay, so why we use that? Because for better performance, like imagine a scenario where you are repeatedly fetching the data from your database, but you are frequently fetching, so every time you are making a call to your database, it will increase the load of your server and your application will slow down here. So to improve the performance, you want to reduce the your hits to the database. So for that you can use cache. It basically cache all the frequently accessing data in your RAM. Basically it is accessing the data from your RAM. Okay, so like for if you are going on a cloud, so on that case you can use Azure Cache. This is not a sponsored video by Azure, but just I'm saying it would be great if Azure come to me and say please sponsor. I don't know it will happen or not, but as of now this is not a sponsored video. So but for the local development we are using our Docker. Okay, we'll spin up the container of Docker and how we'll implement the how we can configure the cache and how we can increase the performance of our application. Okay, so let's start with the code and all those. Okay, so I have configured like the basic structure of a project. So till now if you have any question like why Redis cache and all, you can drop a comment. Let me quickly do a build and I will walk you through with the what I have done in this. So is this running or not? .NET run. Yeah, this is, let me go to HTTP. Are we getting the response here? It's processing, waiting. Yeah, you can see we are getting the response here. So what I have done here, let me walk you through. And just forgot this output we are getting and all those. Let me walk you through. Uh, okay, so just go here. I have one controller. Okay, just pay some attention here. I have one controller called your account controller, and from here it is making a request to your account service, and from the account service this is making a request to your, what can I say, account repository. Okay, so a request will come from your controller. So we are making a request. So a request will come from your controller to your account service, and from the account service we'll have one account repository, and from account repository, in the repository we are performing all the database operations. So what it will do, it will make one call to your database. Let me go here and just suppose this is your database. Okay, so it will make a call to your DB and get some response back. So from here the response will come to your service, and from the service you will get back to your controller. So let me walk you through with the code of this. So here we have controllers. I have one account controller as I was explaining you in the diagram. So we have controller, here we have the dependency of iAccount service. I believe that you all know why and how we are injecting this account service here, and what is the purpose of that. And if you don't know what is injection of services and how we can do that, so you can watch my videos. I have an entire playlist on dependency injection and their services lifetime and all the stuff. You are getting the video on here on the I button on the top. So if you haven't watched, or if you want some more knowledge about DIs, so you can just go and refer those videos. So here we have this account service, and from here we are calling one method get all accounts async. So here we have one interface in our service which is just getting the list of all the accounts you have. Okay, so we have this account entity as well here, like where you have ID, account number, account holder, balance, and created date is active, and blah blah blah, blah, all those. Okay, so what we are doing, we are making a call to get accounts async. Okay, so from controller we reached to our account service, and from the account service we are just going further into account repository. So inside account service we have our account repository which is responsible for interacting with your database and performing all the operations uh, respect in the context of your database, with respect to your database. Okay, so here we have account repository which has one method get all async. So from here we have one account repository where you will have all the bunch of operations you want to perform with your database. You want to get some data, you want to create some data, or you want to delete, or whatever you want to do in the context of database, or you can keep all those operations inside your repository. Okay, so we have implementation of this interface here in the account repository. Okay, so here what we are doing, we have one application DB context. So here what we are doing, we are just we have one DB set, one table in our accounts. So for this I am using Neon Tech, where I have this accounts, and I did just these with all the entity framework core and all. I created though I created the table and performed some migrations and update my database. So I got this data. If you want like how entity framework work and how you did all these, if you want me to like create a dedicated video on that, so you can drop a comment below. I'll try to make a video on that as well. Okay, so we have connected to this database. It is on the cloud Neon Tech. This is for free if you are going with the Postgres. So here in this video, I'm using the Postgres DB. Okay. So this is our application context, and we injected the application of our DB contexts, and here we are just getting the accounts where our account is active. Like the active flag for our accounts is true. We are getting only those data. So we are just where our account is active, ask as a node tracking, and to list async. So here we are getting the data and all those like injection of your services. Like here I injected the service for your getting the connection string. I have one connection string here inside your app settings, and I injected here. I told you like we should always keep our services injection in a different file and separate from your program cs. Keep your program.cs clean. Okay, so if you observe here in our program.cs, we only have this service injection like install services into your di container and here map to your http request pipeline. So here we are just installing these services, but here I need to pass configuration. I'll tell you, because I have to get the connection string and that is inside your builder configuration. So for that, here in the services I pass this builder configuration here, and from here I'm getting the default connection, which is your connection string in app settings.json. This is default connection, so we are getting the connection string here. And here I injected the account repository, same way I injected the account service as well. Okay, so let me open postman and let's see how much time this service is taking to get the data from the database. Okay, so yeah, we are running here on this port, and is my application running? Let me quickly check. No, it's not running. Let me quickly run the application. Yeah, we are perfect. On which port this application is running? Let me check here. 5147. Let me go here. This is on. Okay. So can you see when I press send the request and I got response in 3.44 seconds. Can you see? I'm getting response. Just suppose this is a very small content. There could be a very huge content in your project or application or in the business. So in that scenario, can you just imagine how long it will take to respond you back with a bunch of file, bunch of data? Can you just imagine? So for that, we have to inject Redis cache here. Okay. So how you will inject the Redis cache here? So I'll walk you through with that. So let's dive into that.